Hi everybody, welcome back to the Retro Ghetto, and today we've got yet another pickups video, so stick the kettle on, grab yourself something to eat because it's going to be a big one.
Well, you know about Retro Ghetto, collecting and playing retro, Street Fighter on the Nintendo, I'm a veteran at this, not pro, lock into the Retro Ghetto, come and have a look around in the ghetto, we got Sonic and Staples settle, lock into the Retro Ghetto.
Got some really good stuff, but as I say, my pickups are actually going to have to slow down. I've said it before, but genuinely they're going to have to slow down. Genuinely they're going to have to slow down. Genuinely they're going to have to slow down. What can I say, guys? I'm weak. I like buying things. So, yeah, forget what I said on the last pickups video. I can't believe it was only 2 weeks ago, judging by the pile I've got here. We've literally got everything, guys. We've got bits, bobs, toys, vinyl. Probably the most games I've ever shown in one pickups video. We've even got a live unboxing, which hopefully could be something quite special. I'll save that for the end. So, yeah, there's a lot to get through. So without further ado, I'm going to crack on. As always with these videos, I start with the bits and the bobs, the toys, before I get into the games, of which there is quite a few. So, quickly, just recap what I picked up. My last video I went on a tour over at Entertainment World. If for any reason you haven't checked that video out, please do. But just very quickly, I'll just quickly go over. I don't know how many times I can say quickly. I'm going to go over briefly what I picked up. Another one for the Wii U collection, the Steam World collection. Going for a full set. And I picked up my favourite hip hop artist of all time, Nas. I picked up Nostradamus LP. Vinyl. So yeah, those are the couple of pickups I got. I just wanted to sort of briefly go into them because I like to capture everything that I pick up on these videos. So yeah, whilst we're on that theme then, of vinyl and Nas, I did say that I was trying to get all Nas's vinyl albums. And I picked up his most recent one, King's Disease, which, if you're a hip hop fan, you need to listen to this. He won his first Grammy for this one, and this is an instant classic. I absolutely love this album. I really like the artwork on it as well. So yeah, if you haven't checked this out, please do, because you will not be disappointed in this album. Okay, that's it then as far as vinyl goes. So what I'd like to do now is look at my toys and figures and things like that. So you may remember on my last pickups video, I showed off this nice little God of War piece. It's like a little display sign, 3D printed. This was done by a friend of mine, Gavin. He's got a shop on eBay. And yeah, I sort of bigged him up on my last video and highlighted his channel, his shop on eBay and the things that he sells. I asked him to do me a couple of custom pieces, just to go with some of my collections. So the first one that he did, and I was so happy with this, is this Street Fighter sign. If you guys can see it. I'm holding it in a funny way because, full disclosure, I dropped it and a little bit's broken off. But it'll glue on easily, and it was completely my fault. So yeah, I got him to do me this nice Street Fighter sign. Now, if you watch the channel, you know how much of a big Street Fighter I am and how I collect the action figures. So this will look really nice in the middle of my display cabinet with all the figures around it. So once we finally get to the Retro Ghetto 3.0, this will be on display with all my Street Fighter bits and bobs. So that'll look nice. And then, shout out to Gavin, the great guy that he is. He did that piece for me custom. And then he did a couple of pieces for me as a gift. He watches the channel and he sent me a couple of bits free of charge, which I was really a bit lost for words for, to be honest, because they're really good. So this one first, from the OG Zelda game. These are all 3D printed. And as you can see, it's dangerous to go alone. Take this famous line from the Zelda game. And what this is basically is like a key holder. So you put your keys in one of these and you can take them all off individually. So yeah, I'm gonna find use for this in the Retro Ghetto 3.0 when that's finally completed. And I'll put some sort of like gaming peripherals or something on here that I could need. And that will come in handy throughout the room. So yeah, I was really happy to receive that. And the last thing he sent me, which I'm absolutely over the moon about, was this bad boy here. Look at that. Retro Ghetto. My own sign, my own logo, 3D printed. And I said this before when I had the larger one made by the guys over at F3 Woodcraft. It's very humbling to think someone's put a lot of time and effort into building something new creative. So my logo that I made, and the fact that people are now bringing that to life, yeah, there's something very humbling about it. And what I really like about this is the different angles you can get. So you see like the 3D element of it, It's hard to display on camera, but you know, it's like different views of my logo that I've never seen. So yeah, really happy with that. I'll definitely find a place for this. So again, shout out to you, Gavin. And if anybody's interested in anything like this, his information is up on here now for his eBay. Get involved because he's a great guy. It's greatly priced, and yeah, can't recommend it highly enough. Oh, that's good. Okay, so the last thing then before we get on to the games. What is a Retro Ghetto pickups video without Street Fighter figure, right? Exactly, it's nothing. So I was really happy to add this guy to my collection. It's from the SOTA line, probably my favourite Street Fighter action figure line. And that is Balrog in the Player 2 version. Balrog's quite a sought after figure on the SOTA line anyway, just because he's so big and he's such a likeable character. Very toyetic, as they say, makes for a good figure. And the Player 2 version with the red outfit is quite rare indeed. It's quite a sought after figure, this one. So yeah, I was really happy to add this to the collection. Found this on eBay for a very good price. And it looks like it's never really been out of the box. It came with half of this box. A very yellowed plastic box. As you can see, it's got a different head on there and hand attachments and stuff. So yeah, was really happy to add my boy Balrog to the collection. And I just can't wait now to get all my Street Fighter figures out again, because they've all been in the box since the move. I recently picked up that display cabinet, so yeah, I just can't wait to pose them all and get them all out of the boxes again. So just before we do jump into the games, there was one thing that I wanted to show, and I probably should have shown it along with my vinyl. I thought I got myself an absolute bargain with this one, because I usually see it for like £100 or best offer, that kind of thing. And I want it for 99p, and I thought, that don't happen very often. It's too good to be true. It turns out to some extent it was. I've only recently started collecting vinyl, but I've been after this World Warrior Street Fighter 2 for a long time. You look at the artwork on that. But this is the 7-inch or 6-inch vinyl, whereas I predominantly collect the 12-inch. So yeah, when this arrived, I wasn't pissed off because, as I say, I only paid £1 plus postage. But it dawned on me as to why it was so cheap. But yeah, I still love the artwork on this one. And hopefully one day I'll have the 12-inch vinyl to the collection. Okay, let's go on with the game, shall we? Now, it's been crazy. People in the UK, you know the world's recently opened back up. What has it been? Just over a week now, maybe 10 days. And I've taken advantage of that, trust me. We've been to CEX, and the charity shop finds I've had have been crazy. I've got a charity shop which I frequent a lot. I've got a good relationship with the people that work there. I'm allowed in the back room. You know, the fabled, what is it? Fabled back room? The fabled back room. It's crazy going in there like a kid in a candy shop. So yeah, I've had some brilliant finds, and we'll go through some of them now. What we got? Yes, everything that I'm going to show you at the moment is all charity shop finds, and they're all £1.50 each. Unless I decided, let's say for example it was £9, a game of tenner. Do you know what I mean? Like, but for the sake of argument, they're £1.50 each. There was a couple of other games which I've since sold, because there was a couple of PlayStation 4 games which I either already had. So there's like Red Dead 2 and a couple of duplicate games which we'll get to in a moment. But yeah, I've done really well. So the first one I had was an Xbox One game. They had a couple of Xbox One games. One was Fallout 4, which I left there because I've already got that on the PS4. And it's not worth anything in terms of trading in. But Darksiders 2, the Definitive Edition. I thought this was a nice addition. I've got this on the Wii U, but you know, nice to have on the Xbox One. And then now we're going to move on to Wii. And as I say, remember, these are all £1.50. A lot of these I picked up either because the title intrigued me, it's sort of a famous franchise, or looking on the CEX app, I could see that they sell for considerable amounts, so I just thought they were good additions to have. When you can pick them up for £1.50, why not? So the first one we've got is Super Monkey Ball Banana Blitz. And we've got Sonic Sega All-Stars Racing. This one I think sells for like £8 to £10 at CEX. So this is sort of one that I'd look forward to playing. Definitely a multiplayer game. Definitely something I'll play with my little boy when he's a bit older. Shout out to Retro Ghetto Jr. who made his first appearance in my last video. One that sounds like it could be on Pornhub. Sonic and the Secret Rings. Yeah, so again, I picked it up because it's part of the Sonic franchise. I just thought it was a decent one to add to the collection. This is one I've never played, never really heard much about. I'll probably try and get some footage of it for this video. But Ghostbusters, the video game.
All right, showtime. We wear him out, then we capture him. That's what your proton stream is for.
I know that there was one that was recently re-released, and everyone speaks very highly of that Ghostbusters game, how they got the original cast back in. I'm not sure if that's this, so let me know in the comments if this is a different game entirely, or if this is the game that was later re-released. But yeah, I did grow up with the Ghostbusters, so there's a fair bit of nostalgia there. And then the last one I picked up is a game that somehow I've never played, which will probably surprise a lot of people. It's been ported to pretty much every system. But I'll hear a lot of people say that its definitive version is on the Wii. So we're definitely looking forward to giving this one a blast. I'll probably play it on my Wii U system. I think the HDMI just sharpened it up a little bit. And yeah, I think it's for the motion controls. The box looks like it's been chewed up, but that aside, it's Resident Evil 4, the Wii edition. So from what I understand, obviously with the motion controls, there's a lot of shooting in this game. So it's one that I'm really looking forward to getting involved with. I know a lot of people speak very highly of Resident Evil 4. So yeah, looking forward to trying it with the Wii motion controls. And as I say, these were all £1.50. So yeah, some good additions in that pile. And then, no, we'll save it. We'll do this pile next. Again, all charity shop finds. Family Guy, the video game. Big fan of the show. Not played the game, but it's one of them that I'm definitely intrigued by. I will put it in, give it a quick blast just to see what it's about.
Shut up, Meg.
Shadow the Hedgehog. Looney Tunes Acme Arsenal. Now this game, I love the artwork on it. Obviously we're all familiar, we all grew up with these cartoons. I can't remember who it was. I was watching a YouTuber a few weeks back and he played this and said it was terrible. But the graphics were really good. It just intrigued me. For £1.50, I'll find out for myself. Nice find here, Sonic Heroes. I think I recently picked this up on the GameCube, I believe. But these are the sort of games you can't pass up for £1.50. And Need for Speed Underground. I didn't know if I had this. I was pretty sure I did have it, but I didn't want to leave it there. I do already have it, so yeah, I'll give this to somebody more deserving. So yeah, there we go. And then yeah, the real score, guys, that came from the charity shops was when I was in the back room, as I say, and I found the PlayStation 4 games and Xbox One. I was somewhat excited, but I'm a retro guy, right? I found a pile of PlayStation 1 and I was so happy. So I'm going to quickly go through what I got. And there's a couple as well that I already had. I literally just grabbed all the PlayStation 1. It's not that very often you see it. Yeah, there was a couple that were duplicates that I traded in CEX. I think it was Tekken 2 and one other game, I think. But yeah, let's go through them anyway. We've got Worms. So nice to find PlayStation 1 in a charity shop. £1.50. I mean, if I don't have it for £1.50, it's getting added to the collection. Civilization 2. And these are all in decent condition as well, actually. Dave Mirra Freestyle BMX. Casper. Remember going to see this at the cinema when I was younger. Remember when you was a child and going to the cinema was such a treat that literally every film you went to see was your favourite film? Yeah, not Casper. I think even as a child, Casper and Will Smith's Wild Wild West, I still thought was shit. Even though, like, you get excited because you're going to cinema to see it, or the pictures as I used to call it. Yeah, they're still shit. And then, yeah, now we're getting to the real good stuff, the real good finds. Black Label, Crash Bandicoot 2, Cortex Strikes Again. I mean, this is charity shop gold right here. These will go for a pretty penny now, all the original Crash Bandicoot games. So, whilst I do have the collection on the Switch, I don't have them on the PS1. So, very happy to add that. Crash Bandicoot 3 Warped, again, Black Label, in good condition. And to complete the set, sadly platinum, but still, the OG Crash Bandicoot. I mean, to find all of these in a charity shop for £1.50, I was buzzing. And then, yeah, one duplicate. I've got the platinum version of Crash Bandicoot 3. which I'll probably just trade in at some point. I think check in on CEX. Tell me if you can, people out there. I'm sure the CEX give more for the platinum version than they do the black label. I wouldn't have thought people would want that version unless it's a collectibles thing, a rarity thing. People are trying to get a full set of platinum games. I don't know. But yeah, I was very surprised that they were giving a couple of quid more for trading on the platinum than the black label. So that'll probably find its way to CEX. Speaking of CEX, while I was in there trading in those bits that I found, I just picked up a couple of PS3 games, a couple of things that piqued my interest. The first one is Prince of Persia. Haven't played this game. This, I've said many times how the PlayStation 3 era escaped me somewhat. I was off doing other things, nothing productive, I can assure you of that. But yeah, the artwork looks really interesting. Almost looks like cel shaded. So yeah, just for £1.50, I figured I'd give it a go. And then this one, I was happy to find this on the shelves because, as I always say, when you've got saved searches on your eBay and then you find the game in person, it's like, like that little... Because I've been after this. It just intrigues me. And I think I saw, as usual, Eddie over at Rollercore channel speaking about this one. And yeah, just a very unusual looking game. And that's Naughty Bear. Basically, you're a sick, twisted teddy bear that likes inflicting punishment on other bears. That's how it reads. So yeah, that might be a family fun, shall we say. Don't think I'll be playing this one with little Retro Ghetto Jr. But yeah, intrigued is definitely the word with this one. I'm sure it'll be good for a laugh. So yeah, just grabbed a couple of PS3 games whilst I was there. Okay, so, quick sip of tea. Oh, that's good. Yeah, next. So, I've done charity shops, I've done CEX, I've done Entertainment World. The next place I've been to on my travels in the last 10 days is Crack Converters, also known as Cash Converters if you're not familiar. But yeah, Crack Converters is probably more likely. And those are just a couple of titles that really just grabbed my eye, to be honest. And I think I was just happy to be back out in the wild. I was like a kid at Christmas. I had to buy something. This first game I didn't even know existed, if I'm being honest. I don't know how it passed me by. It was £2. I thought it's got to be worth that. SEGA Superstars Tennis. I've had a go on it, and it's pretty much what you'd expect it to be. It's good fun, it's bright colours, it's quite basic in its gameplay. But the reason I like picking up games like this for the 360 is I've got my Xbox 360 kiosk. I've got that set up in the conservatory currently until it goes in the Retro Ghetto 3.0. And yeah, I just love easy pick up and play arcade games on the kiosk. Games you can play two-player with your friends. And it's quite interesting. It's not just sort of basic standard tennis, 1 versus 1 or 2 versus 2. They have, so for example, there's a like a zombie level for, what's it called? What's that game called? Where is it? Where is it? House of the Dead. So for example, there'll be a House of the Dead level. And one of the levels will be sort of hitting a tennis ball, all the different zombies as they approach the screen, and you've got to kill them all before they get to you. So there's always sort of level related games in there as well as just basic tennis. So yeah, it is pretty good fun. It's quite generic. The moveset's limited, but for £2, it's a bit of fun. Well worth picking up. And this next one, I'm still not sure why I bought it. I think, like I say, I was just excited to be back out in the wild. It was £10, which for me, in the Crack Converters, is quite a lot. When I've been picking up all those games for £1.50, £10 on one game is quite a lot. But I've never seen it before. It piqued my interest. I love a big box game. I love a cardboard game. And that is the Lego Ninjago game. And it comes with both the game and the movie. And I'm a big Lego fan. If I had the room, I'd have more. Over the years, I've sold my Lego sets just simply because they're so difficult to display. They take up so much room, and every time you move them, they break, and they just become dust magnets and a bit of a pain in the arse, to be honest. But yeah, I've always been intrigued by Lego Ninjago. I love the artwork. I love that sort of ancient Japanese aesthetic. So yeah, I wanted to watch the film as well. I'm a big kid. So I watched it with little man. But yeah, this is well, I just thought it was interesting, like a twin pack. I'd never seen one of these before. It's got the Blu-ray and the game. Did I overpay £10? Let me know. Okay, so we have made it to the good stuff. The retro, the SNES, of course. Again, what is a retro getter pickups without SNES games? As you can see, I've got quite a few in and around me. Hopefully the room tour of what you see behind me is coming very soon. But we'll get to that. But yeah, I've got Super Nintendo games, and they're good ones as well. Ones I've really been wanting to tick off the list. First one, if you ever see this, don't just think it's some generic sports game. This is going for a pretty penny now. It goes for about 50 quid, and it's only going up. And that is NFL football. Now, I think the reason for the price is because it's a Konami Silver Box game. I've been going for a full set of Konami Silver Box games myself. I regretted not picking this up when I did a tour at Sawthorne Retro Gaming down in York. And yeah, I remember seeing it on the shelf and I didn't pick it up. And I wished I had, and now I finally found one at a decent price. It's not without its faults. It's got some marks. Look, it's got a bit of a sticker damage there. But hey, I don't collect mint, guys. I couldn't afford to. I'm more than happy with this, and really happy to add another Silver Box Konami game to the shelf. So let's put that up here. You see that? So I just need 2 more now for the full Silver Konami set. So yeah, really looking forward to adding to them. Next is another big hitter, and that is Parodius. One that's escaped me a few times. I think it's what they refer to as a cute 'em up nowadays. A very Japanese style shoot 'em up with kittens and all sorts of random stuff going on. It looks batshit crazy, to be honest. But yeah, I think it's what they call a cute 'em up. But again, it's part of that series. I got this online as box only. Got it for a decent price, and I used some of my credit from CEX to get the cartridge. The first one they sent me was a European one, and it had all that, what basically looked like shit all over it. So I took that back in store, and then I ordered this one again. Yeah, so I do need the manual. So heads up, if anyone's got a Parodius manual, give me a shout. But yeah, really happy to add that. And again, as you can see, it's another Silver Box Konami game. So that means there's only one left, guys. There's only one left to complete the set. And look at that, it's like it was meant to be. That shelf is like it built for the Silver set Konami. So yeah, really happy with those additions. And that takes me into the last thing. As I said, I'm going to do a live unboxing. It's not something I've ever really done on this channel. I don't know if I should get my white gloves on. But yeah, this is from CEX. And I wanted to do it on camera. I only got it, I think I got it 2 days ago. And I've been busy anyway, so I thought I might as well just do it on camera at this stage. So yeah, I played the CEX lottery. You never quite know what you're going to get or what condition you're going to get. So let's find out. Okay. That's a lot of wrapping. That's a good thing. Tell you what, guys, it's in decent condition. I've only gone and done it. Prince of Persia to complete the set. I've completed my silver, I nearly swore then. I've completed my silver Konami set. I've had this in mind for so long, guys, I really have. But yeah, looking at this, this is in pretty good condition. I should probably check that the manual's in there. Although I would say I preempted that. I remember seeing this manual for sale on eBay a while ago. And yeah, it went for like 3 quid, so I bought that. Because what I do, top tip, if there's a game that you know you want, if there's a game on your radar and you see the manual or something on its own, and you can... Apologies guys, something happened with my phone, but yeah, we're back on track. So yeah, I was saying, if there's ever a game that you want and you see something like the manual selling separately, just pick it up, because that way, when you do buy from CEX and you do play the lottery, it's less of a risk because you can afford to get the game without the manual because you've already got it sitting there. But thankfully, this has got the manual anyway. This looks really nice condition, guys. All the flaps are in nice condition, look. Which you've always got to look out for on SNES games. Yeah. I mean, you can't ask for much better than this from CEX. You know, I haven't paid for mint. This is just boxed. So, really happy with that. Cartridge looks It doesn't look like it's been barely used, to be honest. So yeah, that's as good as you can get. Thank you, CEX. Played the CEX lottery and won. So yeah, now is the crowning moment. There we go. Full silver Konami set. I'm so happy to have that. Thing is, when you're a big Super Nintendo collector like I am, you have to set yourself goals, because I'm never going to get a full set. Realistically, I'm not going to spend 2-3 grand on a game or whatever it is some of these games are going for now. And there's so many in the set. I've got no illusions of being able to sort of ever complete it. So for me, it's just a nice quest to get as many as I can. So little victories like completing them sort of subsets, you know, it goes a long way to keeping you on your goals of, you know, attaining as many SNES games as possible. So yeah, hope you guys can agree. It's been a great pickups. I've had a really good couple of weeks. Hopefully, I say hopefully, it might be longer than 2 weeks before the next one. I can't keep buying things at this rate, but just at the minute, I'm just happy to be back out in the world again. I don't know if I did say on my last video, but I've got a week off work coming up soon, and I intend to get out there and do as many game hunts as I can. I'm going to be going to loads of vintage video game and toy stores. So if you like tours and that kind of thing, hit subscribe, get involved, because I've got quite a few planned for the next few weeks. Also, as you can see behind me, I have been busy with the Retro Ghetto 2.5. I probably ended up putting a bit more effort into it than I wanted to, for a couple of reasons. One, I love my stuff and I have to display it in a certain way. I'm a bit particular. And secondly, it's very difficult at the moment to get builders in. So with the Retro Ghetto 3.0, it's taken a bit longer than I wanted to get the building work commenced. So I'll probably be in this Retro Ghetto 2.5 for longer than I envisaged. So yeah, we might as well make it nice and make it right. So if I go out on record and say I'm going to give you guys a room tour next week, I'll get my arse in gear to get the rest of the room finished. So yeah, hit the subscribe button, don't miss out the room tour. That will be coming next week. As always guys, I appreciate you watching. Thank you very much. Keep it retro, play your games, and I'll see you good people on the next one.
Retro Ghetto.